Hi guys!
I'm Hikmal.
I'm Hikmah.
And I'm Zara.
We will tell you about the story of Singapore and Thailand.
Do you know guys, today Singapore is a very developed country.
Was Singapore have colonized?
It was.
Are you seriously?
Yes, Singapore was colonized by the British and Japanese.
Okay.
Do you know, in Southeast Asia, there are one country that have never been colonized?
Oh yeah?
Yes.
What country is it?
I know, that is Thailand.
Oh, what's the story?
If you want to know the story, check out this video.
Videos!
Before you guys learn about the history of Thailand, I will share the history of Singapore, starting from pre-colonial period, colonial era, and how Singapore gained independence. Singapore, pre-colonial era. Singapore, originally known as Temasek, served as a crucial maritime hub in Southeast Asia, connecting traders from China, India, and the region. The name Singapore emerged from the legend of Sang Nila Utama, who reportedly named it after seeing a lion, symbolizing strength. According to Upsire 2011, Temasek's cultural richness was significantly influenced by Indian traditions, particularly in religion and governance, establishing its identity as a cosmopolitan port city. Colonial era, 1819 to 1963. In 1819, Sir Stamford Raffles established a British trading post, transforming Singapore into a thriving free port that attracted merchants globally. British colonial rule introduced modern infrastructure and systems, relying on migrant labor from Asia. Go 2023 highlights Raffles as the founder of modern Singapore, while acknowledging the critical roles of local leaders. Social stratification marked this era, with colonial elites dominating over local populations. During World War II, Singapore became a key battleground between the British and Japanese, with the Japanese occupation leaving a profound impact on its people. Struggle for independence. Post-World War II, political awareness surged, culminating in Singapore's self-governance in 1959. The separation from Malaysia in 1965 marked its emergence as an independent nation, led by Lee Kuan Yew. His leadership emphasized industrialization, education, and economic openness, propelling Singapore into a global economic leader. We, from a splendid little colony, British Singapore, 1819 to 1963, emphasized that while Singapore began as a British colonial project, it successfully forged an independent identity with one of the highest living standards in Asia.
We already know the history about Singapore, and now I will tell you about the history of Thailand, from the pre-Indianization to the Indianization era. Thailand. Before Indian culture influenced Thailand, the pre-Indianization era was marked by a simple lifestyle of hunting, gathering, and farming. During the Neolithic age, people lived in permanent settlements, cultivated rice, and domesticated animals, as seen in sites like Pensiang and Bandung. In the Bronze Age, metallurgy advanced with the production of bronze tool and jewelry. And the Iron Age saw the creation of weapons, agricultural tools, and the emergence of regional trades with case sites like Non-Yuluk offering significant insight. The Indianization of Thailand. The Indianization of Thailand broke Indian religion, culture, and language through trade and missionaries. During the Suvarna Bhumi era, monks like Sona and Uttara introduced Theravada Buddhism, as reflected in inscription and Buddhist symbols at Nekompatan and Gwangtu. In the Theravada kingdom, Theravada Buddhism flourished, influenced by Buddha statues and footprints. Next, the Sriwijaya period brought Mahayana Buddhist influence, particularly in southern Thailand. Later, the Khmer era introduced Hindu practices through the Devaraja concept and Angkor-style temples in Lopburi. Royal tradition also adopted Hindu elements such as worship of Shiva and Vishnu. The last is Sukhothai Kingdom. Theravada Buddhism from Sri Lanka became the ethnical foundation of Thai society, promoted by Ramkhamhaeng. The distinctive Buddha statue of this period reflects Sri Lanka influences. which were seamlessly integrated into Thai culture. Theravada Buddhism ultimately became the cornerstone of Thai identity.
Continue the history of Thailand. Here, I will tell you why Thailand, only country in Southeast Asia, has never been colonized.
Have you ever wondered why Thailand is the only country in Southeast Asia that has never been colonized? The secret lies in four main factors. Firstly, Thailand is strategically located between Britain and France. This position made it a buffer zone, so the two colonial powers were reluctant to cross paths. Secondly, smart diplomacy. King Kongkulan, for example, used a strategy of opening access to trade and investment to maintaining good relations with both great powers. And the third, rapid modernization. Thailand built up its military, education, and infrastructure to show that it was on par with the West, discouraging colonial invaders. And the fourth, a unique government system called Mandala, which strengthened stability and unity within the country. Today, Thailand is recognized as a modern country with tourism as a major economic force. Its iconic destination attract millions of tourists every year. In addition, its automotive and electronic industry are also thriving. Even so, Thailand still faces challenges such as social inequality and political turmoil. Lessons from Thailand: diplomacy, modernization, and unity are the keys to facing big challenges. Let's continue to learn from Thailand's unique history and culture.
So, that's about history of Thailand and Singapore.
Hopefully, the video can add your insight into the history of countries in Southeast Asia.
That's all from us and
See you!